Welcome, people. It is I, Krubus136. We're going to start the Elden Ring DLC. Sorry, I'm trying to enter in furry. He said something to me. There we go. So, since the last time I had played Elden Ring, a while ago, mind you, I did clean up my first playthrough. I'm actually on New Game Plus. Same character. I decided that was best. I know that to enter the DLC, the requirements are that you beat Radahn and Mohg. So I've done those. I know nothing else. I read some of the reports way before, right? I haven't really looked into anything else. A week, 2 weeks, something like that. But I do intend very much to play it. So they've said that you can really enter this DLC at any level. That was the intention. I don't know if that's true. We're going to find out. I don't know if my camera really should be up here either. I'm going to figure that out as soon as this loading bar happens. It's funny, too. I didn't realize that Elden Ring was downloading. It had been about to download something small, like a small mini thing, so I finished that. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. My game starts to get laggy. I'm like, what the is going on with the lag, right? I just figure it's the game unoptimized for Steam or whatever. You know, I've been playing it. It's been alright. And I realized why. It downloaded a huge update in the middle of me playing. So my game is, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, which already is like, optimized-wise. Sometimes it gets a little bit iffy. It's pretty good. And then it's like, oh, here's a gigantic mega update. Okay. Changes that have been made, we already knew a lot of them, was a new nice little, that's a new item thing to your menu. I also get this new thing because I pre-ordered, so I have a new emote already. There we are. I had been going through some of the other areas in the game, but obviously, time to go elsewhere. So if I go to here, this should, in theory, be what I need. I'm going to look at my camera again in a second. Sorry, I was really distracted with my new emote and everything. This is my first time booting up the game, as you could tell by the notification with the DLC. It just came out recently. I don't like that. I think this might be ideal. You guys let me know. So, obviously, I don't even know how. I'm assuming okay, well, someone's standing here, so.
Were you guided here by kindly Miquella? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid. Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow.
Why aren't you going?
I will not be far behind. May we meet again. Come now, I will not be...
Here we go. I do know the upgrade stuff that you'll get here, because there is unique stuff to upgrade, will not transfer back to the main game. So I've heard. Which is a little bit of a bummer, but I get it. If it made the game too easy, there's a potential problem. Alright. I'm in a crevasse of sorts. I'm coming out of said crevasse. I see a point of grace. Big tree. Just some ghostly graves. If you approach them, they're not really there. Interesting. I'm not trying to rush, by the way. Like, oh, let me get on my horse and run through the DLC at rapid, you know, velocity so I don't have to do nothing. I just don't want to walk if I'm going to be zigzagging through looking for collectibles. I'm going to slow down as soon as I'm seeing things I'm not sure of. I go over here, I'm kind of assessing this. White flesh mushroom. Okay. Haven't seen an enemy yet, but I'm sure I will soon. Fucking jump scare. Well, flesh is not a new item, but you'll agree, did not expect fear. I didn't even see what it was. I know it's a bird of some sort, because just by, like, context, but... see a grand dragon down there. Can't wait to go over there and fuck around and find out. So there's its own map. It tells you in the thingy how to switch between, you know, DLC and regular, so that's good. Oops, that was me. That was not a forced dismount because of a boss. I just was being dumb. Don't worry, everyone. It's all relax. I gotta cut that shit out. Enemy. Logur, the beast crawler. Bleed, okay. Cool combo, man. Actually. It was tough. I got the beast claw weapon though, that's kind of cool. New weapon ahoy! How's the animals? I think I've seen these animals before though, they're not new. Thin beast dog, nothing crazy. Definitely seen those. Yep. I'm looking out for whatever screaming bird there was. See someone up on top of that thingy. This is a regular enemy though. About a Sankey. A little bit less tanky. That tree looks special, in the worst kind of way. Oh good, some enemies I can kill instantly. Another source for rata fruit. I will say, I'm not sure 100% where to go, but I like to find out. Different kinds of mushrooms. Black firefly. There's someone down there. Stake of America, so whatever this shit is not good. I doubt that's the reason there's a stake of America. Hello. That's my last hit of that. Okay. Cool weapon. Okay. That's the weapon. Scatter Tree Blessing. These fragments can be found across the realm. Consumes these sites of grace to bolster your Scatter Tree Blessing. Scatter Tree Blessing bolsters the recipient's ability to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside of everyone's shadow. Okay. So this knight guarded that, so I couldn't have it. But then fucked around and found out. Fire coil. You guys seem pretty chill. I guess I'll just let you be. I'm sad that likely we'll have to fight Mikola. Feels all yucky. Mikola doesn't deserve it. Blessing of America. Now I gotta know what that is. Okay, completely restores HP and heals all elements. It's actually a lot like a lot of the games have things like that. The Souls-like games, even Sekiro has one, Divine Blessing. So helpful. I'm never going to use it now, but having the ability to use it, that's the real reward. Do gem. All these new things, and I don't even know what half of the other things do. I know a lot of things in Elden Ring end up being for crafting. I'm aware of that. In case anybody's gonna say, it's probably for crafting. Yeah, I know. I'm just not gonna do it. It's not because I don't think it's not helpful, I just don't want to. I might, just in case there's something unique to craft, I will do that. But if it's something like, oh, craft it just to help you, it's, you know, you'll find these things anyway. I'll never. Not resin. Oh, it's not resin, alright. Just kidding. I know it's spelled the other way. The knot of a tree. I could sit at my point of grace and use the thing just so we're all clear. I know that. Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Revered Spirit Ash can be found across the realm of shadow. Consume this ash at site's grace to bolster your Revered Spirit Ash Blessing. Revered Spirit Ash Blessing bolsters both summoned spirits and spectral steeds' abilities to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the realm. My steed? You mean like running people over? Okay. So there's two different types of permanent upgrades. So it seems. I'll get to a point of grace eventually. The next one I naturally find, I'll do some stuff with it. You want to talk? I know all your resentment lingers yet. The raw stuff from which I shall surely forge a curse upon the dastard's Mesmer's head, upon America's children each and all. Okay. You do that. Oh, point of grace. Let's do it. Alright. It makes you have more and more. So in theory, I should take less and deal more damage, and my horse, or any summons, should also take less and deal more, I guess, if I were to run on somebody. Obviously, the summon one seems more important, but I'm also glad that my horse won't. Greater Potentate's Cookbook. Jesus Christ, Falcon. Welcome. Yep. I am. I haven't gone too far in, don't worry. In case you were curious. I've been playing for 20 minutes, but some of that is reading things and booting the game and all that. Oh, there is something over there. Yeah, I was gonna play a multiplayer game with people, Falcon, but nobody answered, so here I am. I don't. It's not that I don't want to play. In case anybody's curious, I'm not being forced at gunpoint to play Elden Ring. I could have played anytime. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna play it on broadcast, but here we are. Blade of Mercy. I assume that's a dick. See that? Just checking if there's anything higher up. Nope. Supposedly a map thing behind me, which I need. Going that way now. Yep, I think I see it now. Oh yeah, there we go. I wonder if this is how big this is. It's not too big if that's the case, even if it goes down to the bottom, but you know, there'll still be quite a few areas to explore. Try to scare me? I don't think so. I like all the graves. It's not because it's a it's like, I get it's a graveyard. It's more because it makes it hard to see anything on the ground. Alright. My weapon came off, so... There you go. They give Ghost Glove Wart? Interesting. Alright, and I go, I suppose. Straight into a boss. Black Jail Knight. Got some help to him. Longer reach than he looks like. No healing. Oh, you can't heal. Okay, good. Got him. Yeah, it's a little rough, but once you learn the attack pattern, it's not too bad. 84,000, not terrible. I got an entire armor set and the sword. Cool. Whenever you can get a full armor set, I love that. Even if I never intend to wear it. This room is way too fucking hot. I'm like dying right now. Hold on. Give me 1 second, everyone. didn't fix the problem, but I at least looked into the problem. I had to keep my door open over there so I can get better airflow in here. One of our ACs is on the fritz, so that's where we're at. It's a particularly hot day also. So it's a mixture of the two. I'm not sure what's up with the AC anyway, as it just doesn't make sense why it's acting so foolish. It shouldn't be. I'm gonna keep going. I have no interest in fighting a bird. Birds are one of my least favorite enemies because they just fly around and make it very difficult. I have a lot more interest in fighting that thing. Although I might wait, because if there are any NPC invaders in this area and I kill every single boss, I won't be able to see them, and that makes me sad. So I think if that's a boss, I leave it alone. I know that sounds ridiculous to anybody else, like why do you care about an NPC invader or whatever else, but they usually drop unique things. A weapon, or armor, or an Ash of War. I literally, in my first playthrough, missed a particular, I believe it was an Ash of War, I forget now, but I missed something because of it, that exact situation that I cleared all the bosses. I don't know how big the area is. Obviously, I don't have the map for any future area, wherever that happens to be. Who knows how big it is? But that definitely looks like it's a boss of sorts, so I feel like that would be perfect timing to not. Okay. These are more going down things anyway. Let's walk on the left. Sorry, the right. The side. A cave. They have another painting. I don't remember what the paintings do, but I do remember them from before. A weapon. I really don't like this gravestone thing. They're just making it very difficult to see anything where I want to see it. My thumb is also really hurting me for some reason. To explain the AC situation, it's sort of my own fault, but I haven't been able to figure out in what, like, I think the AC is just broken, but I tried to clean it out because it was having a problem where it wasn't dripping, right? It wasn't like letting water out of the AC, you know what I mean? I'll talk to you in a moment. I'll talk to you guys before I touch that.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Won't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
Okay.
Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints. If you've yet to do so, assuming you intend...
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Mikola. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Earth Tree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed, set aflame. I believe Mikola's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy.
Okay.
And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Mikola it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Mikola. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me. I urge you, as long as you abide by...
Alright, first let's touch this. I'll actually rest because I get my things back. I don't have enough for the Shadow Realm blessing, can't tell me, but I had to. I can't really see it. Okay, whatever. I'll find it on my own, I guess, because I can't see shit. Like, unless I can view it wicked big and it didn't look like I could. That's useless to me. I hate being a host. Another Ash of War. The little damage I'm doing indicates I should come back once I get more of those buffs. I'm not willing to really tussle with this thing unnecessarily. Not like I'm afraid, like, oh my god, you know, it's just very clearly was not taking much damage from me. would be a long battle and it would be annoying if I died. You look human. You're a ghost, but human. What are these broken runes? Okay. They just wanted new denominations of runes, realistically speaking. Nice. Almost jumped right off that cliff, but I didn't, so no worries. Oh, a larval's here, randomly. And some rat fruit. We love larval tears. It is like ungodly hot. I can't wait till like it gets later and later, so it's not quite as hot. There's no promise that'll be the case, but Furnace Visage. Furnace Visage. Greater Potentate's Cookbook 2. Doesn't say what it lets you make. I want to make sure I have a little bit of everything. that's gonna take some time. Alright. Doesn't look like it goes much farther. It's gonna come right back around to this building. That's okay though. Honestly, feel like I'm overheating over here. Okay, that buff apparently was wicked, but thankfully I lived. Ailment Talisman. Okay, so it makes you universally, you get hit by a stats effect, you're now more resistant to that stats effect until, you know, the next stats effect hits you, or, you know, it gets redone again. I don't know. Looks okay, I guess. If you were really just worried about, like, poison or something in a poison pool-esque area, that would really help. You get poisoned once, then you'd be resistant the entire time you're down there. I'm not saying that's what it's for, but it's definitely part of its advantage. There's a lot of cookbooks here, apparently. Because I found 1, 2, and 10. Yeah, I was dumb and didn't have this door open, so all the cold air that was supposed to be coming in here just wasn't. I kind of closed my door out of habit, and now I'm paying for it. I deserve it. Grave bird armor. Look. I'm sure I'm missing some stuff in the middle somewhere, but there's that dragon still fucking around. Hold on a second. We still have one working AC. What do you mean? That won't work. If it's not getting low enough that the AC is going into low gear, it's not going to matter what you could set it is. Even if it let you set to 40, it wouldn't work harder. It, no, it's alright. We just have to end up going somewhere and getting an AC at some point. AC troubles are the worst type of troubles. That's not true. Car troubles are the worst type of troubles. Well, okay, that's not true either. I guess there are more traumatic troubles. Let's exclude traumatic troubles. Of regular troubles, car troubles are probably the worst. Then, AC troubles are very close behind. There's obviously any traumatic troubles much worse. Very, very, very much first world problem. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm getting to dislike this entire world so far. I mean, I've only been in 2 general areas, but I'm getting frustrated with the general situation. I guess I could go fight this thing since the dragon. I'm definitely not. I'm not sure if I can consider it in a different area, though. It did say something when I entered the area with the dragon, so I'm just not gonna fuck around with it for now. You should start drinking water. That would probably help me with my heat. At night it'll also be fine, because once I go into my room, the AC is directly in our bedroom, the working one. So we'll be fine once I actually go to bed. I kind of want to go to Home Depot or whatever and get another AC. I'm not sure what they're carrying over there. There aren't even many places I could go to get an AC, but I do know that I very much want some solution. Now I'm on the top. Spirit Gravestone. Interesting. That people were running that way and didn't look before they left. Prospect Town. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this area feels so empty at times. Turtles. They didn't want me breaking up their little party. I don't blame them, honestly. I knew the big one would probably get mad, but these ones attacked me, so I'm willing to... I did not know he killed me. That was a lot of sudden damage. Open the door open, it slowly lowers the temperature, even if only a little. If it can go down like 3 to 5 degrees, that'd be a win. Yeah, I messed with the AC a lot, what I did to the other one, and I'm not sure, it was already, I think, losing some of its efficiency, and it was dripping inside the house, so I was trying to see what the fuck, what the fuck was going on, right? And what I found was a couple small things. Where it's supposed to drip outside was a little bit plugged up. So I brought it outside, I hosed it off. Because I figured, hey, if I break it, it doesn't really matter at this point. Those other big ones too. So I sprayed it out with the hose, knowing I might do some damage to some internal components, so I'll say off. And I managed to actually get some stuff done. You know what I mean? I really did utilize that opportunity. To get the drain plug cleaned out, right? So now it should drain. I'm like, okay, cool. Then the next problem was it was dirty in general, so hose all resolved that. So I made sure I cleaned off some of the grossness because it was just really gross. Another cookbook. So I do all that, and it's clean now, relatively speaking. But there's another problem. It's not cold, right? I take the filter out to see if there's some mechanical problem that I never would have expected. Who are you, and why are you here? So I look at the filter, nothing's wrong, but the filter won't go back in. So take off the faceplate, and I find inside Blessed Blue Dew Talisman. Slowly restores HP. That's regular dew. Sorry. That one. Slowly restores FP. Sorry. Wow. So I find out there's a part of it that looks to me like it's supposed to test the temperature of the front, like, condenser, I believe is what it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm no AC tech, right? But let's say window AC, worst case scenario, it's off when I'm touching it. Worst case scenario, it never turns on. Oop, that's a problem. Oop, there we go. You know, worst case scenario is it never turns on, right? Or I guess it shorts, which I doubt it's going to short. All it is a temperature sensor, if I'm correct. So worst case scenario, it's just not going to detect temperature right. But I already think it isn't. On top of that, when I go to touch the thing, it does something weird. It's frozen inside. There's a bunch of ice. And I'm like, okay, ice probably shouldn't be gathering, right? And so I could look this up, and I'm gonna eventually. But I hadn't had the chance before to like really look into it. I didn't know this would lead right back where I started, which is what it seems to be doing. It's fine, just didn't expect it. Took me out of thingy because they found me. So it's all icy inside. I know that's the core problem, right? So that's when that's what I believe is the temperature sensor. I thought what was happening is the reason it's not particularly cold is because it's too far away from the thingy, right? And because of all the ice that builds up, it's causing a problem where first it thinks it's too warm, it's sending a ton of cold air out, right? Which is normal. So it's sending cold air everywhere, but then it's sending too much because the temperature sensor is a mile away. So it's like, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. We need to be cold, it's too hot, it's too hot, it's too hot. So it's building ice, the ice then ends up touching the sensor. Once the ice touches the sensor, it says, oh, it's plenty cold, don't work as hard. That's what I believe the case is. And then since the ice is already there, it's just generally keeping a general, like, small cold. So it's never melting. Not much anyway. It's melting a little bit, and that's why water is, you know, building up in the house a little bit. So I move it a little bit closer, right? I actually move it a lot closer. Ice still builds up, but not nearly as much, mind you. It actually is mitigating the ice. If that was all, and the temperature had been doing fine, then that's something I can handle, right? At least it's going to leak less in the house, since it doesn't have as much ice building up that then needs to melt. But it's not really as cold now. It's just not doing the job. So I said, fine, I'd rather it constantly be on, if that's what it's gotta be. So I moved the temperature sensor mostly back where it was. I try to, you know, go halfway, because why not, right? Try to win the fight with a half, you know, a half answer. And it didn't change anything. It's still icy in there. Sorry, everything got distracting once I had a bunch of those perfumers on me. So, I don't know what's up with it now. It's obviously just not doing what it's supposed to be doing at all. And that's the problem. It's just really not cold no matter what I'm doing. So it's possible there's an easy to solve problem, which is why I'm going to have to troubleshoot later. I can't do it right now because I'm playing, but also because I don't have the wherewithal right now. Anyway. I already messed with that AC so much over the last like 2 days, I just don't have it in me to get into a huge project with that damn thing again. Because like how much am I saving, right? ACs are not that expensive. They're expensive, but they're not that expensive. Right? I'm not sure what I'm going to end up paying for an AC. That'll all depend on what kind of AC I get. By the same token, the problem is that once I do get a working solution with this AC, if I can make it work, which isn't even a guarantee, but if I do, if I can get a workable solution, it's going to take all the time to figure out if it's working or not. And then even then, I won't get relief for a long time. Like, I probably won't really be able to reap the benefits even if I fix it at 11, right? I'm not going to really get the benefits till the next day. And the problem is it does send some cold air. So it's not that it's not working entirely, it's just not working well. There's a big difference. Because if it was just off and wouldn't turn on, you know what I mean, I might just give up and whatever. But it's, in theory, savable. I think the problem is that there's water that's not draining, and it's causing, like the condensation that's coming down is coming off and it's not going anywhere. So I think I can fix that, but I don't know. No, it's not even related to Elden Ring at all, sorry, but my little needed mental moment there. This is also one of the reasons I hate summer, because the spring it'll be fine no matter what. I can have an inefficient AC, because it's spring, it's not that hot. But the moment we're talking about summer, it gets so freaking hot. And if you don't have like the ideal you know, I'm gonna follow this because it seems to go around here, up here, which looks like it would end, like that path. Fighting. We love that. A crossbow, huh? Not sure which way I want to go. I guess on the way back I could always kind of go off to the other side down there where they're fighting.
In me yet. I will soon feast upon your heart.
Okay.
Mark my words. You too shall know fear. The exquisite pain.
Okay. Oh. A grace. I'm not gonna bother resting at it. I'm not gonna get anything from it anyway. One flask. Gravebird bracelets. So there's gonna get the whole Gravebird set, but I have to find those little things around. Okay. I didn't know they breathed death. News to me, but hoping to give another attunement slot, another memory stone. Since most of these tall towers used to give things like that. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. Not bad. There's a lot of smithing stones, but mostly low-level ones, and I wonder why that might be. Is it because they don't want people to use the DLC as a way to quickly get access to materials that you shouldn't have otherwise? The only problem is if somebody already had a gameplay file. Actually, in this case, I do only because it's New Game Plus, but and then they do the DLC, it's gonna feel pointless because they're gonna be like, oh, I know high-level stuff. I don't really need this. It's not a big deal. I'm not in it for the materials to build stuff. I'm in it for the armor, weapons, etc. I no longer have any idea where I'm going. Ancient Dragon Man. I see him. You an NPC? Okay, yeah, probably. Judging by me not getting anything, that might have been a player who just did not expect. I don't know. I'm not even sure what to say now. Dragon's Pit. An actual little dungeon. Sort of. Actually, we'll rest because I want my FP back. Also, I guess I could upgrade my summons that I'm not gonna use. This playthrough, I did make a mistake at the beginning when I killed Moog. New Game Plus, I did use Inactier, and I regret it. So when I do my third playthrough, which I will have to do on my own, mind you, I'm not gonna bore everybody with me playing New Game. You know, my third playthrough. I do, I'm gonna have to kill Mo, legitimate for my own sanity. Skeletons. Dung ahead. It was something that was not good. They weren't wrong. Not sure where that goes, but... I'll look up first, I guess. I don't think that's the boss. That's the most concerning part. It's just an enemy. I'll go see what I can do about it after I clear out the rest. Because it looks like a right asshole. Looks like I might have to kill it. It might open some sort of situation here where I can get across and do something. I don't know what, but gonna die, but... Oh, be brave, show no fear, okay. Better not be that thing. No, is it another one of these? Ancient Dragon Man. Round 2. Knock me out of the air. Okay. I did not expect that. I'm not counting deaths, just so we're clear. I counted them before, but they're no longer helpful. Because I might not do the entirety of this on stream. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. The problem is I wouldn't play again until Tuesday, and I kind of want to keep playing. So that's the... Alright, I gotta smother him more. Don't not let him use... Wow, he caught my roll so well, he just kept jump attacking. I might keep going. Don't give a fuck. We are going in. I'm getting whatever the reward is for this. Hopefully more of those upgrade materials. I will be honest, it would help if I had more upgrade materials prior. Bye. What are you worth? Like 80k? Got your katana, which I'm sure is cool. 156k. Oh, almost twice as much as I thought. Cool. Is this open? I could leave, but the door opens. Wondering where this goes. Got a lot of souls in the line, but I'll just spawn at the Stake America anyway. Oh, another Grace. Well, I actually can rest that, I suppose. Get my FP back at the very least. Excuse me. Likely dragon. There are, in fact, dragons down there. They're not wrong. I guess I could try not attacking the dragons and just see what happens. Well, he's dead. Are they all dead? Or at least most of them dead? That one's alive. Waiting to find another Grace so I can teleport it back in and fight that bitch. I want more of these permanent upgrades, but they're definitely being stingy with them on purpose. Grace over here. Okay. I gotta go back in and fight that bitch. There could be something in there. Check some more upgrade materials, so gotta do it. Just curious what my other books I picked up do, cookbooks. They could just have me be able to make things I can already have. I just happen to have some of them. Not so sure. Alright, so I'm going to run past everybody because it's a waste of my time to fight. they just get bored of me as I'm going down here, because... Can you come up here? Yes. Alright. This thing. Not too bad. I risked it just to get a good hit off. I am winning. Okay, I only died because he actually hit me with his hitbox and dragged me back into the lava. P.S. I hate when that happens. It happened to me a lot in Dark Souls 1. The Drakes just would push into me. They would never hurt me. It was never a damage issue, because I played recently, just so we're on the same page. Anybody's like, I watched you play that. That's not what happened. Recently. And they literally just, like, would decide arbitrarily, like, you know what, I'm just gonna turn around and just push you off the edge. And it's like, no, at the tip of your tail, it shouldn't push me. And they're like, yeah, that's not how things work. I'm just gonna push you off the edge. And, like, even though I was clearly, like, multiple body lengths away from the edge, because of exactly where the, you know, the Drake's collision box was, it would just decide, nah. It had no concern at all for, like, the rules. Okay. It laughed in my face. Alright, at least I can get my shit back every time in theory. I hate when he just runs at me with lava. Because lava does crazy damage, way more than he ever does. I didn't even fight him. That wasn't even a fight. That's what makes me so mad that I lost that last fight, because he had one hit left, and he just shoved me into lava and prevented me from leaving lava. Lava does crazy damage. I think I might have a ring, though, to reduce that, so I should probably just put it on. Because honestly, like, it makes sense anyway. I forget what it is, though, that does that. I'm trying to remember what it might look like. pretty sure there's a thing. Oh, I can just get a computer for that. Sorry, guys. Alright, I don't see anything specific that makes you, you know, immune, but I'm gonna guess that any fire resist would do it. So I'm gonna take a Flame Drake. Because if it can just, you know, I should also probably use the Great Runes I'm going in, because I forgot to do that. I only have the Great Runes of Moog and, actually, I should have 3 Great Runes. I'll check one somewhere before the thingy. But, you know, I should still use... I have Godric's and Radon's. I haven't... Oh, right, that's right, I haven't done Moog's. I killed Moog, I just didn't get his Great Rune. Yeah, because I really want to take this seriously, I should. So I take less fire damage now, which should help. That's not what I meant to do. Coming. Sorry. Fell. Hopefully it doesn't heal. Sorry. I know I got the Dragon Heart and the Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone, but that did not feel worth it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It definitely didn't feel worth it at all. But that's life. Ah, another grace. I have to be careful with how I approach down here, though, because I don't want to drop. I have to get a little bit lower, yeah. I guess I can probably still do this on stream. I'll just level up and get the other things in the main game in between. Because I got some... I was waiting on some quests, basically, that I have to do some stuff with. Do I have enough? Oh.
Oh, hello there. Are you the Tarnished? Lady Leda spoke of you. Another Tarnished. Guided here by Mikola the Kind. My name is Tiolier. I too am Tarnished. And here on kindly Mikola's account. So...
Indigestion, sorry.
Here's to new beginnings, I suppose. I'm sorry. But, well, I'm not much good at anything is all. I'm as weak as a kitten and thick as two planks. I've always been this way, since the very day I was born. I'm afraid the only thing I'm proficient in is poison. Sorry. Just give me the word.
Making poisons is helpful. Person shouldn't be selling themselves short. Never know when you're getting a good poison. Looks like I might be able to climb down there if you're intended to do so. So I'll go over there and I'm gonna see. Because it looks like I might be able to jump down and down and down over on the ledge there. Yep. I'd say so since there are enemies down there. I wonder how Furry is enjoying the game. I don't think so. I think they're wrong. I'm gonna trust my instincts. It looks like it's less severe of a fall from here. Still hurt, but I made it. Big crab. Crabs mean fucking business. I do not want to piss off the crab. I didn't see anything behind the flowers either, by the way. Except the cave. Okay, well. Crab. Pissed off. I just don't want to be blocking my way from my new cave. Doesn't even seem to be like a cave. Oh. Much better. I'll come back, I'll teleport there when I want to go through. I just want to go back and find the other side that might have something great to teleport to. I might not stream for the whole time today. I am exhausted. I went to bed at 2 too many nights in a row. I'm not doing that again. And since I do want to make some time for me to at least look at that AC and see what else I can do. Honest answer is I presume nothing, but, you know. Continues. Festive Greece. regret this. Is it a torrent spot? Okay. This doesn't look like it goes very high. Not a torrent spot. Okay, so something I have to do something with later is likely the answer. Which is fine. Just gotta know, you know. Talisman of the Dread. Oh, I gotta know what that is, too. Raises potency of magma. I guess there are ways to use magma now. It's funny, I might be using a shield, but I have it's not like shield related, but greatly raises vitality is whatever. Okay. Okay. I hate when Torrent just walks forward. I just had a fucking heart attack. Not that it mattered. I just come back and get my stuff. But just conceptually, I watched my life flash before my eyes. Whew. Did try out, didn't care about that. Alright, anyway. Another cookbook. Hooray! This actually might connect back to the same tunnel I have the Grace at. I keep my eye out. It's okay if not, I can always teleport there. Oh, this is where they fought. I know where I am now. And how this connects back to like a normal area and how I could have gone down a separate way. Got it. Seems like a mistake, but I'm also going to unfortunately lose whatever runes I was going to get from those guys fighting, because I may have to be back. Okay, Altar of the Forge. I'm on it. Hit them where they're weakest. Their ass? Looks like their ass. definitely an annoying type of enemy. Gas stone. That's a weird one. So I don't like those enemies very much. Mostly because I have a heavy weapon. Could have been worse. Oh, they're very weak to what I got going on here, so that's good. I see one on the ceiling over there. Let me check when Home Depot closes. Honey. Yeah. Do you want to get it? I'm assuming they sell them at Home Depot and another AC. Okay, well, they close at 10, so I see.
They close in 10 minutes?
At 10.
Oh.
I am broadcasting, but heat is trumping my desire to continue.
We have to pay for it, though.
I know. So are you ready to go then?
Yeah.
You can take your time as long as it's not close to 10.
I stopped changing my shirt, so.
I'll just keep playing until then. Thankfully on the AC front, it's an old AC. So it's not like it's a new AC or good AC. It doesn't even have like a temperature control mode. It's one of the ACs that doesn't have those sorts of things. Not that you need those in an AC, but our other AC is much nicer conceptually. So all I have to do is make sure I measure before I go so I know it'll fit in our windows. And thankfully it shouldn't be a long trip. I should be able to come back and play again. I was considering keeping the broadcast on, but I think I'll just close it and do 2 separate broadcasts, because I think that's fine. Technically, I could always not come back also, because it's kind of late. I normally wouldn't even say it is late, but... Can we get off the fucking metal shit, please? Not that bad, I guess. I'm getting used to them as enemies. Which is good. Hope the boss is soon, though. hitting him in the back is definitely really nice. How does he handle this? He handles it just fine. I guess I kind of hit his back, or I just broke his posture anyway, but he's done. Alright, what's this? Looks important. A dagger. Always good. I mean, that's lava. So I'm a little perplexed as to why I'm about to enter lava. So I should see how much damage it does. A lot. Okay. I'm not going to be able to cross this right now. Either I'm going to find a way to drop the lava level so there's no lava, or it's going to be some ability I'm going to get that's going to allow me to get in the lava. Either way, really. I do see a switch up there, so it looks like my first presumption is correct. Of lowering the lava. Now let's find a way up there. Not quite sure how yet. I need another minute.
I'm all set whenever you're ready.
I need about 3, I think. Hope. It's puzzle time. You bitch. I saw you, by the way. I know you're coming. Yep. Not what I wanted, though. Alright. Lower that lava level. That should bring me pretty close to the, I assume closer to the end of this place. Alright, come on, lava. Get away. There we go. Oh. Okay. So it is not, in fact, doing anything with lava. I'm climbing. No torrent, so it's a jump. Scary jump, too. I did not like that jump. They can have projectiles, okay. I know that. Oh, boss. Examine altar. Anvil hammer. I'm not sure what the anvil hammer is for. I could teleport out. Is it a key item? Might be a weapon, it could be anything, really. I have no idea. I'm just trying to see if I could jump down here. Why does this even lead? Oh, okay, this is where we started. Okay. So I basically got to the beginning anyway. Alright, I'm about to be done. Alright. I can't promise I'll be back, friends, but at least for now, I'm gonna get off. Appreciate you guys for watching. See you all next time.